Heyo guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Unroyal, your below average driver, and I do got a bit of a channel update for you guys. So first and foremost, to those that have subscribed recently, Unearthly DNA and a couple of other names I can't really think off the top of my head right now, I just want to thank you guys for showing your support, and it does mean a lot to me. And with that being said, let's just go over the small update that I have for you guys moving forward. So over the weekend when I went to go turn on Forza, I kind of caught myself not really being as into the game as I'd like to be. Like, I went to go race in a race and I wasn't really trying all that hard, and I started to really look at how I was acting toward the game, and I started noticing some really early stages of burnout on the game. And honestly, I would rather not fall into something like that as of right now, considering I do want to enjoy the game. I do hope it gets better. As of right now, it's not in a good state, but I am going to keep my hopes up that Turn 10 will fix everything that needs to be fixed. And as much as I love motorsports and as passionate as I am about cars, there are times when I feel the need to walk away from it, kind of relax, don't get my head too wrapped around it. As weird as that sounds, like, yeah, you could love pizza or anything like that as much as you want, but eventually you will get sick of it from time to time. And this is pretty much one of those times where, as much as I loved racing and all that, it's one of those things where if I'm going to keep making content and stuff like that, I need to add a little bit of extra variety to what I upload. Now, this does not mean that I'm going to stop uploading racing games or racing content altogether. It's just not going to be my primary focus as of right now, especially with me being rather burned out right now. Like I said, I ran into the early stages of burnout, and I want to try and take a break from racing games right now, maybe add some different ones, that way it's not just Forza focused. But I also want to add RPG style games as well. Games like Fallout, Elder Scrolls. In fact, before making this little update video, I did live stream Elder Scrolls Online for a little bit, and I did have a blast making a new character, redoing through some of the zones, redoing some of the quests. And honestly, I kind of want to have that mentality going into racing games. So if that means I need to take a break from it in order to keep that going, then I guess that's just gonna be what I have to do. And speaking of live streams, I'm leaning towards trying to live stream here on YouTube a little more often if I can. There are going to be days where I'm just too tired from work to actually come back and want to live stream or anything like that. So expect that from time to time. It won't be just racing games that I live stream. It'll probably be other RPG style games, maybe even Borderlands, or maybe just some other game that's not racing focused, but driving focused, and such like that. So expect that from time to time as well. Now, I understand this is quite a bit of a big change for what I kind of made the channel out to be. I understand I kind of made it look like a racing game focused channel or a Forza focused channel. And honestly, being at 114 subscribers, it is easier to change the direction of what you upload with smaller channels versus bigger channels. And I figured, you know what, let's rip this band-aid off now versus later. That way it's not quite as disreputable? Is that even a word? Either way, it's basically just going to be one of those things where if I don't do this now, I'm probably never going to. And I might grow to the point where I, end up hating motorsports, which is something I really don't want to do. Again, love cars and such like that. In fact, I might try and, after Burnout, try doing the whole showcase series, talk about the history of a car and stuff like that. But that's gonna be a little bit later on down the road. with all that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this little update that I've got for you guys. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and if you plan to stick around and see what the future holds, thank you. I know this is going to be a bit of a different thing, and if you don't want to stick around, I 100% understand. I can't speak to save my life right now. But anyways, like I said, I understand if you want to unsubscribe and go watch someone else. Trust me, I'm not going to be one of those content creators that gets so upset that someone will subscribe that I delete the channel or something like that. But with that being said, guys, pretend I said something corny here to get you to enjoy or like the video. Maybe you subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys with what I upload next. See y'all later.